goes out to anyone who feels overwhelmed by how long the road towards justice and peace and treating everyone with respect and dignity is, and how much work it's going to take. I completely understand. I feel that way a lot of the time. I know a lot of people in diversity, equity, inclusion, in social justice work, in climate change work, like all different kinds of mission-driven work do feel that way. And this is a quote that I came across many years ago at a talk at a conference, and I want to share it with you all now because it really, really inspires me. It's one of my favorite quotes. I actually have it at the footer of one of my pages on my website, so I'm going to read it from there. It reads, "Do not be daunted by the enormity of the world's grief. Walk humbly now. Do justly now. Love mercy now. You are not expected to complete the work, but neither are you free to abandon it." And this is a quote, I believe, from Rabbi Rami Shapiro, who I believe was paraphrasing the Talmud. But any Jewish siblings, any Jewish folks watching this, please do feel free to correct me. I want to make sure I'm properly attributing it. But the quote itself is so inspiring to me, and just the balance of there is so much grief, there's so much injustice in the world, and yes, I completely understand, and I feel the weight of it so much, and it can be overwhelming, and a lot of us can feel like it would just be easier to disengage. I know my coping mechanism of choice is disassociation. I learned that the last time I was in therapy. And I appreciate how hard it is to stay engaged with this work. However, we are not expected as individuals to fix the world on our own. And honestly, that individualist mindset is really in line with white supremacy, the kind of white savior or saviorist perspective of like, oh, it's on me to save the day as a superhero who works alone and can't rely on my friends or my community or people around me, and I'm the only one who can be called to do this work. Not at all. So we as individuals are not responsible for the enormity of the world's grief, the enormity of the injustice. However, we can't also go so far as saying, well, I can't possibly do it all on my own. There's just too much going on. There's just, where can I even start? So I'm just going to give up. We're not allowed to do that either. So don't give up. Do whatever is possible in your capacity, in your life. Do what you have the education and expertise to do. Learn from other people and trust that there are very smart, very educated, very dedicated people who are also in this work, doing similar things, doing other kinds of work. Like, for instance, I don't work in climate change. Does that mean that I don't believe in climate change work? Of course not. But I know that that's not where my expertise and skills lie. And I know that there are very smart, amazing individuals doing that work. And I don't have to be the only one doing all the justice work in the world for it to be happening. I hope this reaches whoever needs to hear it. Please protect your peace and take care of yourself. We need every single person to be in this work.